Hello everybody, it's Chemical Gamer here, and in today's video, it's going to be all about finding important locations for all the different late game areas that you'll want to know, important shops to get all those good battle items, all sorts of stuff like that. So there's no harm in watching this video too if you're still playing through the game. Definitely some of these things you might be able to start capitalizing on a little bit sooner. But definitely as you transition to that late game and you want to start getting your Pokemon battle ready just so you can farm the ZA Royale, or if you're trying to get ready to shiny hunt or play online battles, then you absolutely want to know where all these things are. So I know there's been a lot of videos out there before, but I just wanted to make sure that I had one on my channel that I could reference as we move forward and start doing some more specific guides. Now, absolutely there will be timestamps too, so feel free to jump around and use this video as a reference as you need. So our first stop is just going to be at any of these Pokemon centers here. As you progress through the game and get higher and higher ranked up until you get to the highest rank, you are actually going to be able to unlock more and more of these items. So you start off with just the basic Pokeballs, and eventually you'll unlock the Great Ball and the Ultra Ball here. As we keep going along, we're also going to unlock all those potions, and then the big ones are once you beat the game, you also get access to all the medicines to boost your stats. So the HP ups, proteins, these kinds of items, and they're only $5,000 each, so not too terrible. I feel like getting money in this game is really, really reasonable. So that's going to be really awesome just to be able to buy those now at Poke Centers, especially now that there's no limit to. We can max out our EVs with that here. And then the next stop here that everybody should know is going to be if we take this avenue down here. Let me pull up the map. So right now I'm on the very top here, right above the Central Plaza, and we're actually going to be heading down this narrow pathway kind of by Quasarco Inc. And I'll go ahead and fast forward this for you guys just so you don't have to watch through all this. I'll just keep running down here. Alright, here we are. And if we come down here, obviously we can see right across the way there's Quasarco Inc. So that's going to be our closest reference point here. And we can go in here, and this is where we're going to get all those specialized Pokeballs. Like the Nest Ball is going to be a really good one for us. Dust Balls are amazing because those are going to get boosted anytime we're at nighttime too, so it's a great time to go catch a lot of Pokemon with a nice boosted rate. The Quick Balls are also going to be amazing to be able to sneak up on Pokemon, and the Repeat Balls are also super, super handy as well, just to kind of complete those research tasks. I always like having some Luxury Balls too as well, just to catch those shiny Pokemon and have a cool ball. Now, this next stop that we're going to be heading to is actually where we're going to be getting all of our different competitive held items for battling. So if I go ahead and hop on the map again here, I'm starting this time at the very first Poke Center in our tutorial area. If we run just down this path, you should already unlock this as a fast travel point by the time you can unlock this in the game and buy these items. At the construction area, we're going to fast travel here. So here we are, and we're actually going to head inside this time. We'll go ahead and run back through here. And if we keep running, we can talk to these two guys in this back left corner of the building here. And they collectively will give us all sorts of good items. So these are going to be the type boosting items to give us a 20% boost in a particular typing for Pokemon moves. And then the other guy here, if we talk to him, he will give us some of those more nuanced competitive battle items. Also, really nice is we're going to get your Keen's Rock too if you want to evolve certain Pokemon. A whole bunch of good things, Eviolite, Normal Gem, so all sorts of great stuff here. Now this next stop that we're going to is going to be super, super useful for all sorts of different items, and it's going to be the Stone Emporium. Now you may have already found this as you progress through the game, but again, we're just going to point this one out and everything important that you can buy from here. So starting again kind of at the Central Plaza area, if we work our way straight down this middle south area, there's actually going to be a Poke Center right here, or if you go past Wild Area 1 or like the Pokemon Research Lab, you can run up that main aisle here. So we're going to go on fast travel here. If we run south just a little bit from this Poke Center here, we're going to go right to this building. It'll be on the right side as well. And if we go talk to these people here, this is where you're going to get all your evolutionary items, which is super nice that you can buy every single one of them, including the more obscure ones too, like the Moonstone and the Dust Stone and Dawnstone. We're also going to be getting all three of the fossils that are available in this game, the Jaw Fossil, Sail Fossil, and Old Amber. And then there's a whole bunch of Mega Stones as well here, so that's going to be really, really awesome to have access to all these different things. Now, speaking of fossils, we can actually go right back to that research lab right down the road here. the very beginning one that we start off at. And if we run up to the second floor real quick here. Excellent. And right when we take a right turn, we can go over and talk to this guy, and he will actually revive fossils for us. Now, if you've not talked to him yet, he will actually give you money to buy your first fossil too, which is super awesome. So you can get a fossil very, very early on in the game as well here. Now, suppose you had just finally beat your first playthrough of the game, and you want to use your playthrough team online. If you go right away, your EV spreads are going to be horrible and not optimized. You really want to reset their EV stats, and rather than having to rely on just using the berries for reducing your EVs, they actually gave you an NPC in this game that will automatically do it for you. So that's going to be super awesome. That's where we're headed next year. We're right by the Rust Syndicate here, and that's just going to be in the Blue District, kind of sandwiched in this little plaza between Wild Areas 5 and 16. And if we go ahead and run in here really quick, go ahead and talk to this lady at the desk for the receptionist. You can talk to her, and she will actually help you just reset the stats completely on a Pokemon, then you can train them the way you want to here. So very, very convenient that they gave us this. Now, these next shops here are probably the most annoying ones to have to go and hunt down. These are going to be basically where you get all your different berries and all the sprigs of mint too, to be able to change your natures for your Pokemon. But unfortunately, it's not just one dedicated shop. They're going to be spread all about. So let's go ahead and show you where these are here. The first place we're going to be heading here is actually just below Sector 11, Wild Area 6 as well here. Right where this little green pin is where we're going to be headed here. And the closest landmark is probably just going to be this Poke Center, all the way up in this wall, this Juan Pokemon Center. So let's go ahead and fast travel here really quick. And we're going to run all the way down past the Wild Area 6 across the bridge, and then we'll show you what these shops sell here. So I'm going to go ahead and just run all the way down here. Alright, and here we are. We're going to take a turn and go down these stairs here. So this first shop here is where we're going to be buying all the mints to be able to get those natures that will boost our speed. So really, really important here. Timid and Jolly are going to be the really big ones that we're going to want to get our hands on. Sometimes Naive can be really good too if we're using the mixed attacker. And then this berry shop is just going to be all the basic berries here. Probably the most helpful ones out of this is going to be like your Prism Berry and your Chesto Berry, depending on what kind of moveset you're going to be running here. Now, this next set of shops that we're going to be heading to is where we're going to be able to get the mints to help boost our attack stat, all those different kinds of natures, boost our special attack stat, and then also there's going to be a few more berries here. So let's go ahead and show you where that is. From here, we're going to actually head all the way up by this Wild Area 4. And I'm actually going to start from this Rogue Pokemon Center just because it's where we go for part of our main story very early on in the tutorial area. We're actually going to go one past all this big buildings here and down the little aisle to find the shopping area. And it's going to actually be down right in this little area is where we're going to be having our shopping area. So it's going to show you that here. So I'm just going to fast travel here. Beautiful. And then from this Pokemon Center, I'm going to run past Wild Area 4 and again past that first set of buildings, and then we'll take our left turn here. Right here at the end of this is where we're going to find our first set of shops. So here's where we're going to get our attack mints to boost our attack. Adamant's really going to be the key one we're going to want to get here. We have our modest mints right here. If we talk to this guy and our other special attack boosting mints. And then all the way on this side, we get some of the berries to help reduce like super effective hits from specific types. So a few of these are actually really handy as well here in a pinch. Now this next set of vendors here is where we're going to finally be able to get our nature boosting mints to help get our defensive stats boosted and then our special defense stats. So I'll go ahead and show you where these are. Again, starting at the Rogue Pokemon Center where we fast traveled to for this last set. I'm going to head all the way over here where the screen pin is on the left side of the map. This is going to be in Magenta Sector 6. So I think the easiest way to get here is if we can find Wild Zone 7. And then right next to it's going to be this Magenta Plaza Pokemon Center. Let's go and fast travel here. And this one's going to be a little bit trickier to navigate to, so I'm going to go a little bit slower here. So if I keep running down, we're going to go past this little cafe here. And then I'll take this back alleyway through. That should pop us right out to where we need to be. I'm going to cut in through this building. is where we're going to find all different sorts of vendors here. So this first one, I believe, is just going to be another berry. Oh, sorry, a mint vendor. This is where you're going to get your defensive boosting nature mints. If we head down here, there's a berry vendor that's going to give us some more of those berries to help reduce super effective hits from certain select moves. We can skip past these ones here. These are going to be the mints for getting our special defensive boost natures. And then finally, this one's going to be a really important one as well here, is we skip past that one. And at the very end here, we can go and get all the different happiness boosting berries that are also going to reduce our EVs. So now I know we have the NPC that we showed at the Rust Syndicate that can reset our EVs, but still there are going to be some applications, especially if we're going to be EV training with the power items, which we'll be showing a little bit later in a new video. These can be really handy just to buy a few of as well. So really, really nice that they're here. So there are some more vendors too. If you're having a hard time finding a specific berry, and there's just an amalgamation of different mints too, even though you should be able to get all the mints you need from all the other shops we talked about. Then I just want to show you those ones as well. So again, we're going to be starting up here at the Pokemon Center, the Rogue Pokemon Center. And I'm going to move a little bit faster here. Let me show you on the map too where we're headed. So right by this Wild Area 3, now if we go to the left here, there's going to be this little divot in these buildings. And that's where we're going to find our last few set of vendors. So I'll just run there really quick so you can see the route here. Now, we're going to go past this first set of buildings, this alleyway, go past that next one. We see that little red at the bottom here, and we're going to cut through and keep running past here. Take a hard left turn, and here are some more of these shops, so we'll skip past that one. There's all sorts of good things, a few random mints here or there. And then also some more berry vendors too if you're looking for anything else that you can't find at the other ones here. And then finally, the last set of important items that we need to get are going to be at Quasartico Inc. here. And you'll come here 1,000 times as you play through the story, so it should be really easy to find. If we go ahead and run back here to these back NPCs, we had talked about this in the last video, but we can actually get a bunch of Mega Stones, the remaining Mega Stones that we can buy. These are going to be with those Mega Shards. We can also get our Power Weight items, and then we get some Experience Candy too, which will also be super, super nice here. And then if we go ahead and complete the entire game, and then we can participate in the Infinite ZA Royale. We can talk to this guy for challenge matches, and it's these prizes in these challenge matches where this is the only place where we can get bottle caps. So outside of the bottle caps that we get for research rewards and maybe a few other random ones, I think there might be like a very, very small chance you can find them as a random item on the ground, but by far the most reliable way to get our bottle caps for the battle items, as well as those really fancy balls too, like the Gen 2 balls that you can get, the what is it called, the net ball, the friend ball, all those kinds of things we can win as prizes here, and the master ball too. So very, very cool. Thank you so much again for watching this whole video. I really hope that something in here helped. Again, I tried to make this as a quick reference so that as we start getting into more specific guide videos coming up very soon, we'll just have a nice consolidated way to reference things. So thank you again so much, and this is Gummy Gamer out.